Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. So the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub is here. I have watched the first couple of episodes, and I figured I would do a video going over everything that has been released so far, where you can watch it, and just my general thoughts. And I'm very excited to hear from you guys, if you are watching the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, what your thoughts are on the English dub. So first and foremost, if you have a Hulu account, you actually have access to the first 20 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dubbed, which I think is fantastic. For so long, I have been really clamoring for Yu-Gi-Oh! To do these big bulk releases when it comes to the English dub. I think that binging episodes is kind of the TV watch culture when it comes to watching anything, especially anime nowadays. And I know with Vrains, with Pluto TV, it was a little bit of a slow trickle. Disney XD has been doing 2 episodes a day, which I think is fine because you close your eyes and after a week you have 14 episodes out. And then I think Disney XD is going to go back to 1 episode every week. I don't think it's every day, but if you don't want to wait for that trickle down and you have Hulu, you can watch the first 20 episodes. I also love how there are multiple platforms to actually watch this series on. I think accessibility is always good. The more platforms that a show is on is always a good thing. The more the better, and the fact that you have Disney XD and Hulu that are both supporting this show is really, really awesome. So the first 20 episodes are available on Hulu, and that of course cuts out a few episodes before Nail is properly introduced and before we see our first Maximum, which I'm really excited to see how the dub will handle that. But going over what we do know in regards to the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub, starting with the opening, because I know a lot of people are very interested in what the opening is going to sound like. This is the second straight show where, unfortunately, the opening does not have any lyrics. Me personally, I like when Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings have lyrics. Take a Chance, the Zexal dub opening, one of my favorites. And then you get your classics like Get Your Game On, Hyperdrive. However, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains opening did not have any lyrics, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub opening does not have any lyrics either. Honestly, if somebody played this for me, I probably would have associated it with like a Sonic game. It sounds very much like a Sonic soundtrack. It sounds very much like a piece of music that you would hear in a Sonic level. Not saying that's a bad thing at all, and I know some people really do love the instrumental openings. The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was kind of instrumental, although there were, shout-ins with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Is king of games. So you had a little bit of lyrics in that first opening, which is probably the most iconic dub opening we've ever had, but this is the second straight show where the opening does not have any lyrics. As for the actual quality of the dub, I gotta be honest, I really, really enjoyed it. The characters sounded like they were 11. They sounded like they were young, which is good because they are young characters. The script is really not changed at all, and it doesn't really need to be all that changed because the original source material for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's is exactly what the English dubs try to be. The English dubs for Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2 decades have always tried to make it more kid-friendly. They've always tried to make it a little more goofy. They've tried to throw in their fair share of memes there, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, the original version, is one giant meme, essentially. Maybe that's a little extreme, but it is a much more comedic, goofy show, and so the English dub can be as goofy as they want, and it fits the theme of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's brilliantly. Whereas in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, the previous show, every single duel felt like a life or death duel. Every single duel, the Ignis was on the line. Ai's life was on the line, it felt like. And so it doesn't feel as natural throwing in a lot of jokes when the source material that they're trying to dub is more serious. However, something like this, it absolutely works perfectly for. I thought the voices were great. I thought the dialogue was really good. And all in all, of the first 3 episodes that I've watched, I really did enjoy it. You're going to have your funny, sense censorships and changes here and there. Like in the first episode, it was pointed out by my friend Aura that bike helmets were actually edited onto Yugioh's head. He was not wearing any bike helmet in the original. Something like this does not bother me at all. I know some people were a little annoyed by it. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's promoting safety. Honestly, if you are ever bicycling, which I am someone who bicycled a lot when I was younger, always wear a helmet. It's kind of like when you're in a car. Please always wear a seatbelt. I have no problem with, extra safety precautions. And if the dub felt it was necessary, or maybe it's one of those things with US TV that they kind of had to, because there are a lot of regulations when it comes to TV, especially kids TV, that you need to add in things like that. So that might have even been a legality and a compliance issue that they needed to add in a bike helmet. I don't have any issue with something like that. Mimi, a couple of her scenes, this was also pointed out by Aura, a couple of her scenes from her dueling episode, like when she was at the bar, when she was praying in church, they were cut from the dub. So you're still going to have your censorships there, which always fascinates me more than aggravates me, because I'm always interested to see what changes that they make. Sometimes it makes sense, her getting drunk at a bar and her being in church. You want to remove religious references. You want to remove alcohol references. That's what we've seen with the Yu-Gi-Oh dubs for 20 years now, so that's exactly to be expected. But then there's other changes that don't make as much sense that I love kind of delving into. So you still do have your slight censorships and your slight alterations here and there, but I'm sure as the show goes on, it's going to be much less frequent than we have seen in the past, because the whole concept of death doesn't really happen in Yu-Gi-Oh 7s, and so that's not something that the dubbing team is really going to have to kind of dance around like we've seen in previous Yu-Gi-Oh shows. The other aspect that I wanted to talk about is the design of the cards. Personally, I like the designs quite a bit. I think they're slick, and I think the nice thing about Rush Duel art design is that you see a lot of the card, and you still get that in the English dub version of the cards. You see a lot of the design. There's no area for like an effect or for flavor text, and that's pretty common with your dub card designs. We've seen that in the past. In the original Yu-Gi-Oh, there was no room for flavor text or anything like that. So if we ever got these cards printed in the TCG, if Rush Duels, knock on wood, ever come to the TCG, which, again, there's still no announcement on that, the cards would not look like this. Again, this is a TV dub only thing, but I do like it because it shows off the design of the art really, really well. And then, of course, you have the spell and trap cards, which look pretty cool. I do like how the emblem for spell and trap is within this diamond on the bottom. And again, you have a lot of room for the artwork of the cards to shine, very much like you did in the early days of Yu-Gi-Oh dubs. So yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh English dub is here, and I am very, very excited to continue watching it. I'm very excited to see what sort of changes they are going to continue making, and I really do think that this has the potential to be one of the best and most accurate English dubs of Yu-Gi-Oh that we have ever seen. And I've been saying that for years now, guys, because the source material that the dub is following fits exactly what the Yu-Gi-Oh dubs try to do. So I am very excited to continue to binge. And again, if you have Hulu, the first 20 episodes are all available. Episode 1 is available on Disney XD's YouTube channel as well. I will link it down below. Now, I do have to say, a lot of this, I believe, is region locked to the United States, which is definitely something that is a bit disappointing. I've seen a lot of people in my community and on Twitter saying that they live in Europe and they would love to watch the English dub of this show. Unfortunately, it is not available right now. And again, it speaks kind of to the accessibility issues that I think have plagued Yu-Gi-Oh 7s as a whole, sub or dub. I mean, there's no legal way to watch Yu-Gi-Oh 7s subbed. And now if you're in Europe, there's still no way to watch Yu-Gi-Oh 7 subbed or dubbed legally. I guess you could look into a VPN or something that would spoof your location to America. I've never used something like that, but it is definitely annoying, I'm sure, for people that really want to enjoy this content that just don't have the means to do it right now. I'm hoping that the dub will come worldwide and to Europe soon. maybe in the next couple of months, but at the moment, we don't have any announcement on that. But other than that, I don't have any negative things to say about the English dub, and that's more of an accessibility and probably a rights issue and not an actual quality of the dub issue. So if you've watched the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you want to know all the voice actors and actresses, I will link a video I did on that a few months back down below in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. A special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, and Jarrett Buller, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood and Latrell Smith, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Ccapacappuuu and Syn Cloud. To everyone who supports me on Patreon, and to everyone who is a YouTube channel member, thank you so much. The extra support means the world to me, and it allows me to make videos on a semi-daily basis, and I am forever indebted to you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. And definitely check out my channel membership feature and my Patreon for some extra channel perks. And thank you guys all so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Be sure to check out my channel for some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime content. And I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.